Chapter review. In some markets, either the buyer or seller might have some relevant information that the other side lacks. This information is called private information. Asymmetric information is a situation in which the person on one side of a transaction has private information about things that are relevant to the transaction. The used car market is one with private information. The sellers but not buyers know if the car they are selling is a lemon. This market is subject to adverse selection, the tendency for people to enter into transaction that brings them benefits from their private information and impose cost on the uninformed party. In the used car market, adverse selection can result in only lemons being sold. The used car market overcomes this problem using signals when an informed person takes an action that sends information to uninformed people. Warranties are an example of a signal that allow the used car market to operate efficiently. Without warranties, the outcome will be a pooling equilibrium. When an uninformed person cannot determine quality, so only lemons are traded. With warranties, the outcome will be a separating equilibrium when the messages signaled provide full information to a previously uninformed party so that both lemons and good car trade with different prices. Practice problems. What role does private information and adverse selection play in the fact that salespeople are often paid a commission that depends on the sales rather than a flat salary? Salespeople can either work hard to make sales or to take it easy by shrinking on the job. If a company offered its salespeople a flat salary, it would tend to attract salespeople who do not want to work hard. In other words, it would adversely select lazy salespeople. To overcome this adverse selection problem, most companies offer their salespeople a commission that depends on their sales. Which is preferable, a pooling equilibrium in the used car market or a separating equilibrium in the used car market? Why? The separating equilibrium is preferred. In the pooling equilibrium, the price of a used car is low and only lemons are sold. Buyers who would prefer to pay a higher price to buy a good car cannot do so. There is a deadweight loss from the oversupply of lemons and the undersupply of good used cars. In the separating equilibrium, there are two prices, a low price for lemons and a higher price for good used cars. The deadweight loss are eliminated. These are true and false. You can see by yourself. The next question, what is a lemon problem? What role does asymmetric information play in the lemon problems? The lemon problem is an issue that arises in the used car market from asymmetric information. Sellers of used cars have private information about the quality of the car they're selling. If buyers cannot determine the quality of the car they're selling, they realize that owners of the lemons are more likely to sell their car than owners if used good car. In this case, buyers would be willing to pay only a low price, the price they are willing to pay for a lemon. Sellers of good cars cannot receive the higher price their car is worth, so they are unwilling to sell their good used cars. Hence, only lemons are bought and sold. Explain the relationship between asymmetric information and adverse selection. Adverse selection is one of the issues asymmetric information creates. Adverse selection is the tendency for people to enter into transactions when their private information indicates that they will receive additional benefits than the other party expected. For instance, people who have private information that they are more prone to illness than the typical person are more likely to buy health insurance. How does signaling affect the equilibrium in a market with asymmetric information? Signaling can change the equilibrium from a pooling equilibrium to a separate equilibrium. In a pooling equilibrium, buyers cannot tell the difference between high quality item and the low quality item. Both trade for the same price, which means that only low quality item will trade. Signaling enables buyers to tell a high quality item from a low quality item and leads to a separating equilibrium. High quality items sell for high price and low quality items sell for low price. Both high quality and low quality items are traded. These are multiple choice questions.